The soft English rain, a familiar companion for years, tapped a gentle farewell against the windowpane. Kurt Wagner, Nightcrawler, sat quietly, his tail curled around the armchair, a pensive blue gaze fixed on the fading light beyond. There was a unique bittersweetness in the air, a quiet thrumming of change. The decision had been made, the goodbyes spoken, and now only the journey remained. He, along with Shadowcat and Colossus, were returning home. For so long, the rolling hills and mystic ley lines of Braddock Manor, the bustling streets of London, and the unique camaraderie of Excalibur had been their world. It was a rich, vibrant chapter, filled with adventures both whimsical and grave, where they had forged new bonds and found new purpose. But even the most cherished chapters eventually come to a close. This particular ending marked a significant moment, not just for Kurt, but for the entire British-based team. It was the end of an era, a final curtain call for Excalibur as they knew it. Looking back on their time across the Atlantic, it was clear how profoundly Kurt had changed. He had arrived in England an effervescent, swashbuckling mutant, still very much the playful heart of the X-Men. But during his tenure with Excalibur, he had grown immensely, stepping into roles of leadership he might not have imagined for himself. He had navigated interdimensional crises, faced down ancient evils, and, perhaps most importantly, learned the quiet, weighty responsibility of guiding a team. He was no longer just the cheerful acrobat. He was a strategic mind, a steadfast anchor, a voice of reason and compassion in the chaos. This growth, hard-won through countless trials, had shaped him into a leader of substance, a character of profound depth. And yet, despite the deep bonds forged, the thrilling adventures, and the maturity gained, a quiet longing had always simmered beneath the surface. His heart, ever loyal, yearned for his original found family at the Xavier Institute. It was a call that grew steadily louder, a pull back to the sprawling mansion, the familiar faces, and the shared dream of Professor Xavier. Kitty Pryde and Pyotr Rasputin, his steadfast companions throughout their Excalibur years, felt it too. Their own paths had diverged and converged, but the core of their being remained intertwined with the X-Men. Their journey back to the United States was, in many ways, a shared pilgrimage, a collective return to roots. The reunion, when it finally arrived, was everything they had hoped for and more. There were hugs, laughter, and perhaps a few joyful tears. For Kurt, it was like a missing piece of his soul clicked back into place. The familiar scent of the mansion, the friendly banter in the danger room, the quiet presence of old friends, it all felt profoundly right. He brought with him not just his enduring charm and witty repartee, but also the invaluable experience he'd accumulated. The X-Men had changed too, evolving to meet new and ever more dangerous threats to mutant kind. And his newly honed leadership skills, his tactical mind, and his unwavering moral compass were precisely what the team needed. Nightcrawler's return was a welcome homecoming, a vital injection of experience and heart. He was ready to once again teleport into the thick of battle, not just as a fighter, but as a seasoned leader, a compassionate soul, and a steadfast beacon of hope. He was ready to fight, as he always had been, for Professor Xavier's dream. But now he fought with a deeper understanding of its fragility and its enduring power, honed by years away and tempered by the lessons learned in another country, with another team. His true north had always been the X-Men, and he was finally, irrevocably home. This journey of growth, of finding oneself while away, and ultimately returning to where you belong, resonates deeply. It reminds us that while we may venture far, learn new lessons, and forge new identities, there's a unique comfort in returning to the people and places that shaped us. It's a powerful testament to the enduring bonds of family, both blood and chosen. What are your thoughts on Nightcrawler's time with Excalibur, and what did his return to the X-Men mean to you? Share your reflections in the comments below. We'd love to hear your insights. And if you enjoyed this journey through Kurt Wagner's story, consider subscribing or following for more deep dives into the characters and stories that define our favorite comic universes. Until next time.